chillin', monkey chillin', gorilla, banana pillin', ape shit, your man's illin', evolution of a mad villain. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live, big chillin'. It's Billy the Fridge, and I got my guest today, Madison DeCambra. Madison, how you doing?
I am wonderful.
You are wonderful.
I am.
You're in town. You moved to LA.
I did.
Okay, so you grew up in Seattle, and you always wanted to move to LA, and you moved there. Now you're back. Why'd you come back?
I hate it there.
It's Los Angeles. Yeah. Isn't it everything you thought it would be?
No. Yes, no. Maybe so. Yes. I actually really love it.
Yeah.
I love it there. It's a rat race.
Yeah.
It is out of control cost-wise. It is fight or flight, like a lot of times, survival mode for a lot of people at all times.
Yeah.
But it's also one of the best places that I've been. Like I've traveled, a bit, but the melting pot of art and music and food and people and culture and events, you never run out of things to do. Just the other day there was like an ad on my Instagram for the Hollywood Bowl for a Disney thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a random, what was it, like a random night, like just you could do anything.
Yeah.
You could do anything in LA.
You're 100% one of those Disney adults.
Yeah. Oh, I'm branded.
You got the little
branded.
Mickey.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? Corporations.
I never went to Disneyland until I was like 30 something. So
your first time was with me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I was an adult, and I wasn't expecting it to be that fun, but I was like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good time. It was actually really fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah. The Disneyland,
my favorite place.
Disneyland has a lot of cool hidden stuff. I think when we went with Boogie 2988 and Adam the Woo.
Yeah, we did.
Adam the Woo is like tour park Jesus. He knows everything.
Still goes, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. But he goes to all those. So like my first time, like I had you as a Disney adult. I had Boogie, who has like been there a bunch of times, and Adam the Woo, who was literally like everywhere we went. He was like, "This right here. If you look right here, this is the cool Indiana Jones original."
Yeah.
It's like
he was a tour guide,
a really good tour guide. He does all the YouTube videos, and it was like that was a pretty awesome time to go to Disneyland. So I was like, as far as Disney stuff goes, I think most people are Disney adults now because Disney owns everybody's childhood.
Yeah.
If you like Star Wars, if you like Marvel.
I think it's funny because I feel like we might, I don't know, we might see less Disney adults. I hate to say it, but as time goes on, because I feel like Evelyn loves Disney, right? But she's not like I was.
Yeah.
I was obsessed, and we had some of the best movies coming out of Disney, one after another, starting right before I was born. Until
I don't know. You think
they have some good stuff now still, but like I feel like it was so consistently just spot on, and now they're just like pumping them out. Like
I think now you're gonna see Disney adults become like Inside Out adults, because Inside Out is teaching people at a young age about their emotions.
Yeah.
And now everybody's going to grow up and be like armchair psychologists because of Disney.
That's already happening. That's why we have TikTok. It's already done that.
Everybody diagnoses everything.
Everybody.
I didn't realize I had all these problems until I downloaded TikTok.
I know. Suddenly I'm like, what? I'm running out of fingers to count the things that are wrong with me now. Nothing I do is original.
I've ran out of fingers to count, which I think that's another thing wrong with me.
I'm
lacking fingers.
It's too little. I think I've heard about that actually before. The too little fingeritis.
Flock of Possum in the chat says, "Baby, it's cold." I think that's a reference to Fat Boy Winter. The song.
Did you forget
I forgot the song.
But I was listening to it on the way here.
Yeah,
we're gonna make a reel with it.
Yeah, we gotta make a reel. We gotta make some some video content eventually. I want to have a video for it for the winter season, so I'm excited for that. Deranged Pit is on that one. I was gonna try and ask him to come out, but it was such short notice because I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to get him out today. But that would have been fun. He killed it on that track.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, we did baked baking. That was how long ago it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hell long ago. Yeah, I had him in the studio. It must have been right after you were in. I don't know, because you did you do the hook or did he? I don't even remember.
I think I did the hook.
I think you did the hook before he recorded his verses.
Yeah, because you had just done yours, I think, when I came last time.
Yeah. Yeah. Music just happens. We did the 80s Baby on the Ill album together. Everybody was a big fan of 80s Baby. We made a music video for that and it never got released. The music video.
Oh, yeah.
The music video was kind of shit.
No, really? After all that?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was all right. I actually might be able to even find it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we watch it on the stream?
I'm down.
Let me have you seen it?
All
right, let me try and pull this little tootie up. I got us on the big screen. While I search, you want to do
how long ago was that?
It was 2018, I think.
Okay. Wow.
If you want to do any product placements while I'm searching, you're welcome to, because my brain's going to be half connected.
Oh boy.
But
okay.
yeah, you haven't seen it yet, so.
No, I haven't seen it. Well, if you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Madison DeCambra. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on a little too many places, I think.
Are you on Rumble?
What the fuck is
Are you on
Rumble?
Truth Social? I think
What
that's
are those?
Trump's on Truth Social. It's like the alt-right.
I'm not on those.
You're not on. Okay,
Hold on, let me sign up. I gotta get on there.
You're about to go be right-leaning.
I'm not on Raya. I got denied.
What was Raya, the dating app for celebrities?
The bigwigs, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I was so mad that I had a friend that we had very similar amounts of following.
Yeah.
Same bracket-ish. She was a little hotter than me. Okay, that's just the unfortunate part, is that she was just a little bit hotter than me.
Gotta be real.
We applied at the same time, and I was put on a wait list, and she was accepted immediately.
Wow.
I was like, listen.
Why do you think they were hating?
Because she was hotter than me.
That's
I think
fair.
that's just it.
That's
I tried reapplying years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got waitlisted again.
It was not. It was.
I
not
thought
popular.
I got hotter. I was wrong.
You were like, look, I leveled up a little bit.
And she was like, I don't know. I don't know why I got accepted and you didn't. That's so weird.
Rude. Rude. All right. I think this video is currently covering your face. I'll fix that. Yeah, rude.
Gosh.
All right. I'm going to play this would be the debut of the 80s Baby video to Madison DeCambra. She hasn't seen it.
Oh wait, so okay, I don't want to block my reactions fully.
Yeah. you're going to get side reacts. I set this video up this is how great the video is. It's not like a widescreen video. I think they were trying to get the 80s effect. So it's not as
it's like a square,
not as big. So there's like some white bars on the screen, but it is how it is. Drake Drag saw in the chat. Big Chillin. Sean Andel says hi, Madison.
Hi.
Vandy says hello, beautiful people.
Mwah.
Air Joe, I agree. I've been fucking with that new Jesus song, trying to make a video for it. It'll probably come out. So yeah, this is the 80s Baby music video.
Oh my god. 6 years ago?
Yeah, this is
shit.
6
That's
years.
not even my original chin.
that's an old
Let me
ass
show you
chin.
my original chin. That's not my current chin.
Yeah, what's up with that chin? Yeah, so I think it's so cringe, but also like I feel like this is really funny. Baby, I'm sorry.
This comes on my
I can't fit inside your Ferrari. Baby, of course. Motherfucker.
Fuck. Can you click a frame over? Oh, fuck.
Let me see.
There's a mystery word.
Top down, race into the night with me.
Boom. No,
Motherfucker.
not there yet. Wait. Click and then unclick.
Oh, it passed it. It did. It did. I saw the
you
damn
guys,
thing.
You're going to just hear me sing this over and over.
Yes.
Come on.
Fucker.
Whatever it says, it's some fucking communist bullshit. Whoever edited this snuck it in. I don't approve. I don't know what it
Night
says.
with me.
I
Motherfucker.
swear to
There's definitely something there.
A light.
A light?
Like I could be totally wrong.
It probably does say a light.
Light, like written out.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill me.
It's hard to hear the mics with the music playing. Let me turn the music down.
Okay, yeah, or just
Good
mute
call.
it. Mute it.
Yeah.
Because they've heard it.
Let us know how you can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us with it turned down. Yeah. It might not be so loud.
Dang it. I don't, whatever it is, it's a mystery, but I swear. Can somebody, no, it's unlisted. I was just saying, somebody else go do this homework.
Okay.
I want to know.
Drake Dragsaw, who is a trusted 20-something. I think he's 20 years old, so he knows. I'm a boomer. He says, press the comma and period button to go frame by frame.
Hold it down?
Yeah, so comma and period button.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Come on, baby, just turn the key.
Or can you slow it down?
Let the rock.
I think you can change the speed.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
There we go. So yeah, we'll go forward.
Ooh.
Thank you, Drake Dragsaw, for being an absolute king.
Thank you.
20-year-old Drake Dragsaw knows the computers better than my grandpa.
I think he just didn't want to hear me sing that same thing again and again.
Did I pass it?
Again.
Now I don't even know where the fuck the thing is.
Yeah, no, I think you did pass it.
I'm such a
No, too far.
Too far.
And then here.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I think.
All right. This will solve the mystery.
I swear it says a light. Like I could be totally wrong, but
it probably does.
It looks like it just literally says a light. Oh,
God damn it. Yep. There you go.
Okay. And my brain picked that little. How did it? I was just passively, and then I saw the word. Like I picked up that subliminal.
You gotta. You're.
I'm on it.
Your precision
ADHD,
brain
autism blend.
Sounds like a song from the Drive soundtrack. That's exactly what. Not exactly what we were going for. It's a little bit Drive, a little bit 1980s, a little bit throwback,
a little synth. Wave,
so
pop.
Even with the music down, it's still hard to hear. What the heck, man? What the heck, man?
Rip.
Ripperoonie. But yeah, this is the video.
Come on, baby.
It was a one-day shoot. It was me, you, and then
less than a day. It was like a few hours, I think.
2 people on crew, right? I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah. And it was a light, guys. Now we all see a light. Damn it. It reminds you of Meatloaf. It should. I was definitely pulling out some Meatloaf on this one.
I love the fan. To get this to mimic the sound.
Yeah, the vocal effect. It's so goofy.
That's so good.
Fixed it. Nice. Okay, everybody's happy with this one. Yeah, this was a whole video that we made and never got released. But I think it didn't get released for good reason. It's just lacking something. I had
it needs in my opinion, I think it just needs some tone and color editing.
You think?
I think.
Yeah, I was like, at one point I was thinking about cutting in. I was thinking about cutting in some 80s commercials, like splicing them in where the 80s channel looks like it's moving. Then I had
because I think if you added like a film grain and you just changed the tone just a little bit, I don't know what they just did with all the different colors. I didn't love that. But,
yeah.
But this the concept is really goofy but fun.
Yeah.
And I think I don't think it's not salvageable.
Yeah.
If people really wanted a video, I don't know if
Yeah.
they want a video. But if they did, we have
At the
one.
time, they might have wanted a video.
At the time.
Is it actually sampling the fan audio? No, it's not. We ran the audio through some stuff in the studio to milk the vocals.
Yeah, it's all in studio.
But it sounded like it, so we were like, "Fuck it, let's put the visual down and run with it." Record to a VHS tape, then screen record to make it digital. I thought about maybe setting up a bunch of TV screens and playing it on the TV screens and having me redo stuff in the foreground. I had a guy who was a Drunken Peasants fan, Matt Jarjosa. He made a video that was, he recreated that 80s song, got to move those refrigerators.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta move those color TVs.
Yeah.
He did like the whole video, which was like a digital, it was like a digital CGI animated video from the 80s. He redid it with me and Ben in it. And I was like, I could use clips of me from that and put it in there with the 80s thing. That would look kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought about repurposing this stuff here with other stuff and making it a cool little video. Never did, but yeah, that was a nice day of work. It took like a year and a half to get that back. So by the time it came back, I was like, yeah, it's not popping enough to pop it off.
Well, I never made a music video. And I've been thinking about that because I always wanted to make one for my single. And then I had like a concept and everything, and I just never made it.
Yeah, you made a single here at Undercast, Temptations. Everybody can listen to that on the all the platforms. It's everywhere. Madison, DeCambra, Temptations.
I want to do more, but I haven't. I've been lazy with it.
Yeah, music is probably the one thing I do that like fulfills me the most. I don't know, when I make a good song, I think that's like it carries more, like I'm more proud of that than I am of when I say a really killer fucking joke. But sometimes my jokes are so funny that they also make me very proud.
It's the creationism in you.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what it is. Like, and I think you're the person that said something to me way back about like if you're born a creator, you're born a creator. Like you have to be creating or you're not going to feel fulfilled. You're not going to feel like you.
Yeah, some people are just, they're made to whatever it is, it's got to come out of them. It's got to come out of them through music, through painting, through art, through storytelling, comedy.
Yeah.
When you have that in you, you can when you can make something out of nothing, it really kind of kills your soul to do nothing.
Yeah.
It's what I've always thought.
I've been in that middle stage where I feel like I'm getting the desire to create out in other ways, but it's not the ways I want to be. You know what I mean? Like you still have to like be hitting those points. Like I'll paint,
Yeah.
But I don't want to be painting. I want to be acting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a balance of trying to pursue the craft that you desire to be doing.
Yeah.
And then still trying to find that fulfillment outside of that business of it. Because I know music like as a whole is a whole nother massive monster of an industry, not unlike the acting industry. And so fuck, man, to be pursuing in that arena, like you still have to have your other creative things that you can do to fulfill you.
Are you ready for me to drop a bomb?
Yes.
I yesterday I saw Onision posted a video of me and Joe and him to his Twitter page, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm gonna retweet this. Nobody really cared. There was like 2 or 3 people that responded like, how could you be I'm like, I just thought it'd be funny. Like I totally haven't talked to that guy in a long ass time, and I'm like, fuck it, let's just see what happens.
I have.
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit, like here and there. He'll send me some videos. He'll be like, "This is the truth," and I'll watch them. And I'm like, I don't know.
I think he did
I don't know
that
who
with
you're
me.
gonna
I
win.
think that's what it was.
I don't know who he's gonna win over with these videos. They're like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It's like even if you did all your work and everything there is like, if it's all truthful,
right?
If you have all the
Cite
receipts,
your sources, everything.
Yeah, if you do all that, who is going to pay attention for longer than it takes to be like, I hate Onision, right? that's the meta right now for Onision. Everybody just doesn't. They don't want to hear it.
You want to hear the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life?
Let's go.
This is so wild to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, 2 weeks ago or so, I took Evelyn, my daughter, to play at the playground, and I'm just hanging out, just passively playing with her, pushing her on the swing, what have you. We're like walking around on the equipment, and this little boy is like running around with his dad, and his dad's like, "Yeah, the banana song. I'm a banana. I'm a banana." And he does the whole thing, and the son's doing it with him. He's like, "Look at me, move." And I was like, what is going on? What year is it? It's 2024. And it took me forever because like my heart was racing. So I was like, what is going on? This is so weird. And I waited, like, I just kept thinking, like, there has to be a natural opportunity for me to ask this man, like, how does he know this song? And he's teaching it to his son, right? Like, where did it come from? He must have been like a millennial, right? Like, he's got to be a YouTube guy, right?
You think he taught it to his son?
Yeah, because he was singing it with his son. His son's singing it, his little boy. So I was like, whoa, okay, weird. And so there was finally, we're both pushing our kids simultaneously. So I finally was like, hey, I heard you singing this song, this I'm a Banana song earlier. How do you know that song? Where did you learn that from? He was like, oh, it's on this playlist my son has of music, and it's like a YouTube playlist of really annoying songs. And I was like, oh, really annoying songs on your YouTube playlist?
Yeah,
like,
I wonder how much
it blew me away. He had no fucking idea who Onision was.
Yeah.
And I asked him, and no idea.
So many people know the Banana song and have no idea. It's it was that popular. I wonder how much money he still makes off the Banana song. Right?
What does he have a job again yet?
I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully he's
doing just.
Hopefully
YouTube
he's able to feed his family, and he's everybody's doing okay. Everybody wants Onision to go to jail in hell, but until then, he should be able to feed his family somehow. I don't know.
Whatever he's doing, I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. I just thought I would bring that up because I was like, that's how I met you, was through Onision. Well,
was it through Onision or was it through fucking Kyle?
That's how did we meet up before Onision? Because I remember we met up the one time for Onision video. I don't know if we met up before that. Was the first time we met here? It might have been here, actually,
for doing the 80s baby, but we knew each other online for a while.
Yeah.
But I think that was our first time.
Yeah. Aww. Yeah, so you're tainted. I associate you with Onision forever.
Stop. I don't get comments about that anymore. And then every once in a while, if I have a video that does well, I'll get at least one. And I'm like, I'm trying to shed it. Can we just, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And I bring it up.
And then you bring it up on a podcast. I said, don't get me in trouble this time, Billy.
Yeah, no, it's happening. Someone's getting canceled. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk a little bit about Deadpool and Wolverine, the new Disney film. It's the #1 movie in America.
So good.
Everybody has been so mad at Disney because they're trying to push a woke agenda, but that's over. Disney said the word. The R word. I don't even want to say it.
You were like, read
Disney said the R word. The probably the safer R word. Everybody's like, which R word? And I'm like, special needs word. But it was a funny joke. Spoiler alert, everybody watching. I'm not going to say the word. Madison might, but
I would just say to stay clear of social media. I mean, if you're a fan, because it's just been my whole feed has been spoiler. And my boyfriend, he is a huge, I mean, I am too. I'm a huge Marvel fan too. But I think him more than me, the same way that I'm more of a Disney fan than he is, I think. And he was very particular. Like, he wanted it to be an IMAX, of course. Right?
Okay.
But then he also didn't want it to be like a smaller theater. He wanted it to be a big theater, and he wanted a lot of people to be in it.
Yeah.
And he didn't want it to be too close, and he didn't want it to be too far. and he wanted to be the earliest showtime that they had. And we had tickets. No joke. The second they dropped, we bought tickets that day. We missed our showtime.
Oh no.
We missed it completely.
After all that work.
After all that, we had found the perfect seats, perfect theater. It was at AMC in Burbank. It was going to be incredible. Yeah, we missed it.
Oops.
But we did go to the later showing. We went to the one at Universal Studios, and that was really cool.
Okay.
That was a fun experience. Everyone was psyched. A lot of clapping, a lot of, that was why you wanted the big theater with a bunch of people in it, right? Is that you go and you hear like Endgame level, like, like everybody,
man. The Infinity War.
So good.
The Infinity War movie. Was it Infinity War or Infinity Gauntlet? Infinity Saga? Whatever the
Infinity War.
The one before Endgame.
Yeah.
Where everybody fucking disappeared. God. The theater was like into the whole movie, and then people started disappearing, and it was like you could feel everybody's stomach drop.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good.
You're like, no.
Wait, we can't talk. Can we talk about the announcement?
Which
about
announcement?
Dr. Doom?
I think so. Everybody talks about it.
Yeah, it's been big news, right?
Yeah,
People know.
Yeah, it's popular.
How do you feel about that?
About
RDJ?
Because
that's all I can think about is like this level of like, it's sick. But then I have to remember he's not a real person. So, but I am so excited for the trauma of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Being like, Mr. Stark. I feel like that'll be really fun in a weird way, but like really fun to see on screen. I think like character wise, playing with that element is going to be really cool.
I think it's kind of interesting. In the comic books, Dr. Doom's face is like disfigured. That's where he wears the mask.
He never reveals it ever, right?
But then he gets like God Emperor Doom, where he gets like all the powers of like a god. Like he's like super. And once he gets his super, like he reaches his pinnacle power level, he the first thing he does is changes his face to his handsome face. Like he fixes his face. So they could go a lot of ways with this.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see him come to this world, see the most beloved. Like if he's not from this world, like if he's from another multiverse or whatever.
Yeah,
there's a lot. Like he could wear the mask the entire time. He becomes God Emperor Doom. He can fix his face, but why fix his face to his normal self when he could take on the visage of the most beloved person in the world and just to double fuck with everybody?
That's true.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be a cool way to do it.
There's options, right?
Yeah.
There could be he could be a variant. Like the Marvel universe is in total disarray right now. There are no rules.
No.
It is what it is.
Are we ever gonna get the God, what were they? Elementals? What elementals and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Those guys,
Yeah, I can't remember their names.
I actually really liked that movie. Surprisingly,
I heard they're not getting a sequel.
No, I heard they did not do well.
But I do think that we're gonna get some follow up on that film in the Captain America movie coming up.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna talk.
So excited for that.
Yeah, it's
Sam is a great character. Did you watch the show?
Yeah. That
was a great show.
The only show I haven't caught up on for Marvel, I think, is the Echo show. I haven't watched that yet.
I haven't watched Echo yet, and I also didn't watch Miss Marvel. Is that what it?
I watched Miss Marvel. I watched the Scroll. Yeah, I liked Miss Marvel. It was cute. It was kind of.
I haven't watched the Scrolls either. Yeah. I feel like I'm super behind on the shows, but also like I felt like they fell off. Like it's not as good. I feel like the first couple of shows that I watched that they put out from Marvel on Disney Plus, I was blown away. I really liked the Winter Soldier. Sam, I thought
it was really good. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I thought it was really good because it dealt with something that they don't deal with it really in any other movies as much.
Yeah.
Where they talk about how after the blip that they had eliminated some of those country lines.
Yeah.
And territory lines, and that the cost of living went down, and that people, it was a big deal, but that they had settled into like properties and everything kind of made sense. And then once everyone came back, they re-invoked a lot of those rules, and people were left homeless. They had been gone for 5 years, like all that.
Yeah.
That show's the only one that really addressed that in any way. And the villain was like not a villain. It was an organization, and that organization was trying to rectify those things and was for the people, right?
Yeah.
And so for Sam to have that, like, I want to, protect the people, and have that kind of conflict, it was a really cool storyline, and I wanted to see so much more of that.
And I think we'll see parts of it, but we addressed that. Then we had the Baron. God damn it! Why can't I remember Baron? Can't remember his damn name. He was the kind of the bad guy in that was switched to the good guy. He was from the Civil War.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank. Anyways, he's supposed to come back in the all the names. The new one they're gonna do with the dad or the Stranger Things cop. He was the Russian dad in
David
Black
Arbor?
Widow. David Arbor, he's part of it.
Such a crush on him to this day. Oh, don't tell my boyfriend. Oh my God,
Don't
David
tell
Arbor.
him. Don't tell him.
Ooh, hey, if anybody has his number,
But
we have a list. Okay, allowed. He's on it.
David Arbor's on the list.
Call me.
But that one is I can't remember the name of the fucking Marvel movie that's going to be a part of. It's like a Dark Avengers type movie, but it's not. That they're going to address more of that there. I'm pretty sure we're going to see more in the Captain America movie. So it's all built up. It'll be interesting to see though. I like the stuff. I don't expect it to be Shakespeare. I don't expect it to be the top level Tarantino. I don't expect it to be Scorsese. That's not what it is. It's its own thing.
We certainly need more of those. So
I mean, there's tons of great movies out there. They just don't get the promotion.
Yeah,
you can find great movies if you are a film lover. There's not a drought for good film.
Yeah,
you just have to look for it. You have to find it, and you should find it because that's your thing. If you're into it, go get. I think was it Redbox or Letterbox? What's the thing that the kids type their movies up on now?
No, yeah.
It's like Tinder for movies. Instead of like looking for a partner, you're looking for a good film, and everybody talks about their.
I'm always
stuff.
really surprised because I feel like I'm such a movie person that I'm always seeing like what's out.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there's so much I just haven't seen.
Yeah, I go to the movies a lot, and I see a lot of film, and I still don't see like half of what I'm recommended.
Yeah. I want to see Twisters in 4DX. That looks fun.
That would be fun.
Where it's like,
oh yeah,
like
4DX is nuts. Like you're like it's basically a amusement park ride.
Yeah. AMC doesn't have them.
They don't?
No.
Yeah,
we have. Rip. I switched from Regal to AMC membership, and for what?
For
also,
what?
AMC
my chair doesn't get wet?
Gives you, I know. And they give you like a point system, I think, but you don't get like a discount at the concessions like you do with Regal. It makes me so sad. Come on, guys. Like your shit's so expensive.
They're slacking.
For what?
They're slacking.
For what? Like their popcorn, I'm sure costs them like pennies in comparison to what they're charging. The small popcorn is $10. It starts at like $9.99. It's ridiculous.
Madison, I don't think you should be telling capitalism how to capitalize.
Anyway, I'll just eat my Costco snacks.
Yeah, have a little snack.
And shut up about capitalism.
Billy changed the screen back to logo branding. True. I'm actually going to change the screen to something. I want to get
new topic.
I want to get Madison's take on something else. Have you seen our girl yet?
No.
Okay, let's pop it on.
Oh,
Bow.
Boy.
This is Megan Thee Stallion opening for Kamala Harris in Atlanta at the campaign rally.
I like her. I've seen her live. I was disappointed.
Megan Thee Stallion? Oh, come on. Everybody, let us know how the audio is. Knock this down a little bit. Doesn't need to be so loud. I like Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody got mad at her twerking with She-Hulk on the She-Hulk Marvel show.
I thought that was so fun.
Yeah, like who's
don't take yourself so seriously, Mom.
Yeah, who's really mad at She-Hulk twerking?
God, she looks good.
Yeah, she's got her dancers all in their suits too, and the Republicans are all very angry. Did I lose Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, she does her thing, and the Republicans are all like, this is who you want to represent the country. But the Republican National Convention had Kid Rock perform. Oh. They had Amber Rose talking at the RNC. That's
right.
They had Trump's had rappers support him before. So it's really like, I think they're just mad that she's like
hot, educated.
Yeah, she's well
dressed.
I think she's a poli-sci graduate. She's got like a huge she got credentials.
Smart girl.
Yeah. But yeah, and then she does body yaddy yaddy, telling the who to vote for if women want to have body autonomy. So that's pretty
great.
Pretty on point there.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Everybody was mad at this. I think that she's killing it.
Why they put that spotlight on that guy in a striped shirt like that?
Oh man, there was.
You're just standing there. They're like.
There's one guy. I'm gonna pause this. I'm actually gonna pull up this other guy. This guy cracks me up. Have you seen this guy?
No.
Oh my God. Let's hit the audio on this. He's a guy in the crowd. He's going 100% on They Not Like Us. He knows all the lyrics. He's going all in. It's nice to see all of America singing Certified Pedophile together.
A minor. Not that far from my house. He came out.
Yeah.
And he had a big hangout and did his music video in Compton.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, recently. Yeah.
Huh.
It was really cool, actually. It was a really big deal. Brought a lot of people together. A lot of people that wouldn't normally be able to be together. It was really, really cool. I love that the song that's unifying the majority of people all of a sudden is calling Drake a pedophile.
Yeah, I mean,
did you hear his? I'm sorry.
Which one?
I'm sorry if anybody's a Drake fan here. I haven't been for a long time. I've been saying something's weird about this man for like a minute.
We love Drake.
Did you hear his response where he specifically names Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah, well,
he's
that's
like,
because
I don't do nothing with no teenagers, no Millie Bobby Brown.
That's because the internet has called him out for it for a while.
But it's not just her, because the internet has called him out for other girls before. So why that one? Has she responded to that, by the way? Because I can't imagine.
I don't think she has since then. What is he saying here? I think there's someone saying this is that guy.
If you're gonna stop and watch any video of mine, I'd really appreciate if you watch this one. I literally get banned consistently on live, and there's no way I can bring attention to it because none of my videos get pushed, especially when I'm banned all the time. My lives are getting pushed and doing completely fine when I come back. It's just completely like TikTok bans me every single time I go live. I have been banned, I think, 3 times today.
He's
How
not
many
saying
times
anything
are you going
interesting.
to say he was banned?
Yeah, I don't know why this clip is here. I just want to show my guy dancing to Certified fucking PDF file.
Posted at 11:11 a.m. Look at that.
Make a wish. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, have you seen this little guy? Do you know who Judge Joe Brown is?
That sounds familiar, but no.
He used to be, I think, the People's Court
I
judge.
know what this is. Wait.
Have you seen him talk about Kamala Harris?
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. She's always tried to do the casting couch to get where she wants. Now, the problem is that'll get somebody to a certain level quickly. But you can't get past that level if you don't have competence and talent. So my thing about it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know
he used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes.
If you could sleep your way to the top, I'd be at the top. I know. I just don't think that's how it works.
I mean, for one, I turned down a $10,000 offer to take a dump on a very rich, well-off
Billy Work
musician, and it wasn't Elton John. But I do feel like that was my entry level into the Illuminati, and I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you always get one opportunity.
You gotta
do some dirty shit, and you get to the next level.
And if you don't do it, you're not ready.
My career was boosting, and then I got this message, and this guy was like, "Hey, Papa, you want to take a dump on me for 10K?" And I'm like,
I would have done it.
I almost did. It was actually the reason
there would have been contracts involved, though. No one knows.
Well,
money up front.
The reason I didn't do it was because I ran into like a childhood hero of mine at the LAX airport, Jake the Snake, professional wrestler. Grew up watching him.
That sounds familiar.
Loved wrestling. He would always bring snakes out to the crowd with him. He was a rock star. He was my grandma was definitely afraid of snakes, so like it always stood out more when he'd come on because she'd freak
She'd
out.
be like, "Woo!"
Yeah, so it was like he was a big part of my childhood. I ran into him at LAX and he like gave me this pep talk and got me going on a diet, and I was like, my life changed at that moment. And this was like a month before I was going to meet up with the guy to have him pay me $10,000 to take a poop on him. And he is not Elton John, but I think that interjection kept me from, joining the Illuminati and becoming
World famous.
Yeah, I would have been the follow-up after Macklemore for Seattle, obviously. Instead, said, who do we have? Who's our follow-up? Could have been me. All I had to do was poo on somebody, I think.
You think Macklemore did it?
Oh, I'm sure he did something, right? That's how it works.
What's he up to?
He's just put out a big pro-Palestine song.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
a big deal. Everybody's trying to undercut me. Drake, the guy probably would have paid you, honestly, for me to poop on you. He had weird fetishes. He wanted me to he wanted to hire anorexic prostitutes and have me make love to them in front of him while he fed me cake and lasagna and shit. It was a fucking sick guy.
That is weird.
It's a very sick guy.
That is very interesting.
But he also said that, he had friends in Dubai. He was friends with Madonna. I was going to be set.
Did you watch Baby Reindeer?
Yeah.
Didn't that happen to that guy? Didn't he have a friend that was doing weird shit to him and
yeah,
had him do a bunch of weird shit?
Yeah, but that was drug addled, and the guy kind of creeped up on him. This was all on the table. I never met the guy in person. He was in England, so there would have been some.
Not Elton John?
It was not Elton John. Okay. Everybody thinks it's Elton John. I swear it wasn't. Anyways, should we go back to Judge Joe Brown, the super hater of all time?
A hole when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves, comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, oh, yeah, I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no, ho, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up.
I just want to pause real quick.
Is he trying to say that she's going to offer sex to the other large
he's saying Putin wouldn't want it anyways. He's saying Putin's got better sex slaves. He's saying that's all she has to offer.
He's saying that she's gonna come and try and offer her Putin.
Yeah.
For the sake of the country?
Vladimir Putin. That's what he's saying. But
it won't work because nobody's gonna want her. That's what he's saying.
But we had Joe Biden for 4 years, and he was too tired to do anything.
Yeah, he wasn't filleting anybody.
Yeah, do you think Trump was gonna get any hand jobs for
two men that were wearing diapers against each other? At least we have a chance.
I don't see the difference between Kamala and Trump as far as being a figurehead. Kamala is younger, can probably talk better than Trump can. She's a prosecutor. Trump is, he's very stubborn. He's got that going for him.
True.
But I think everybody's kind of being pushed around. Random guy, it was not Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon did not. I probably would have 100%, no matter what, shat on Vince McMahon for $10,000. That's the God Emperor of pro wrestling. How could I turn that down? I'm like, sorry, Jake the Snake. I would have never known about you if not for Vince. I owe it to him. Let me brick on Vince McMahon. It's terrible. Anyways, I'm finished Judge Joe Brown's hate tirade.
Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today.
So this comment here, the word salad, I have seen her stretch out a bunch of nothing in a speech before. That sucks a little bit. But I mean, if she does that in a debate with Trump, we're going to see it. And we're going to call her out on it. I don't think she's going to bring that sort of game to a debate with Trump. She was a prosecutor. She put tons of people in jail. She's got a wonderful track record against felons. Trump is I think Trump might be in trouble. He might be in trouble.
Like, fool, what did you just say? Did you say anything?
Did you say anything? Well, I know Judge Joe Brown said some shit. He said some shit. He was talking bad
quite
shit.
a bit. That was crazy. She's gonna roll up to Putin and roll out the carpet, and he's gonna say, "No, thanks.
Yeah,
you're old."
Have you seen Snoop Dogg at the Olympics?
I haven't. I've actually been wanting to.
He's killing it. All right, so
it's just making it less and less likely that I'm going to smoke with this guy. It's a dream. It's a dream. You know how close I was to Woody Harrelson, though?
Smoking with Woody?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
He runs, he owns, he probably doesn't run it anymore because pass it off to someone, but he owns and operates his own cannabis lounge. It's a consumption lounge and a dispensary. And he had an event, a meetup, and I missed it.
Oh,
I was so close.
He used to come to Hempfest here in Seattle all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's kind of been doing some promotion for a RFK Jr.'s presidential run, so you might be able to sneak in on him somewhere for a session.
He was walking out one time when I was walking in, and I wanted to be cool. I try not to fangirl. I probably shouldn't have tried so hard to be cool. Because I surpassed.
You were too cool?
I was too cool.
You didn't want to fangirl, so you're like, hey, fuck you.
He was walking by and I went, how's it going? That's it. Nothing else. How's it going?
Yeah.
I had he was like, oh, good. And then I turned away. Why did I do that? I was too scared. I didn't want to bother him.
Yeah.
So I did the opposite. I did nothing. I had no interaction with him. I could have talked to fucking Woody Harrelson.
My go-to, if I'm a fan of somebody famous, like a real fan, I'll go to them and I'll be like, oh yeah, you're awesome. You're amazing. I love your stuff. And then I'll walk away. And then they did that with Jake the Snake, and he came and tapped me on the shoulder and talked to me because he had some free time,
Yeah.
Whenever they have free time, they tend to appreciate that you weren't a prick about it, and they'll come say hi. If they don't have free time, it's whatever. I'll get famous. They'll be able to come tap me on the shoulder someday and be like, you're amazing, Billy the Fridge. But
you are amazing, Billy the Fridge.
I hear it all the time. Thank you.
Oh, look at him. You look so happy.
It was not Elton John. Oh my God. Everybody thinks Elton John wanted to poop on me. Stop it. Yeah, this is Snoop. He's basically going around to all the events. He's like, look at
those gold shoes.
He's got the gold Snoop shoes. He's over here passing the torch. The torch looking like a gigantic blunt in his hands. By the way. Looks like my guy got
man looks so happy. Look at him.
Yeah, he's basically.
His grandkids are probably losing it.
Yeah.
Have you heard his kids album?
I haven't heard the album. I know he's got some music videos for it. So maybe I've heard some kids' music videos.
Oh God, what is it called? Not manifestations. Affirmations, an affirmation song.
Okay.
And it's so cute.
Yeah, I guess Snoop. He was commenting on the badminton. He's just running around and having as much fun as he wants to.
Give me that. No, I need that. No, over here. No, over there. What about over there? No, what about there? No, give me that. I need that.
He doesn't even have to be watching the game for that. He could just over here. No, over there. Over here.
Yeah.
Back up. Over there.
He's going in. It's so funny. And he's just like meeting everybody, hanging out with her. Is that even him?
That's Jill Biden.
That's not Snoop, is it?
Is it?
That ain't Snoop.
I don't think so.
It's Flavor Flav. Is Flavor Flav at the Olympics?
It said at the top. What does it say? Yes. Yeah. Wait, is that he posted it himself? Flavor Flav posted that himself.
So funny.
With the
floatus.
The first lady.
Flavor Flav floatus on the floaty pool at the Olympics. What a fun time. Snoop Dogg he's just going around like running through everything. I guess he's like running around the track. He's like a kid playing at the Olympics.
He really good for him.
It's so funny.
But you know what I'm actually really curious about though? In France, cannabis is not legalized.
Yeah.
So is he, because he's like Snoop Dogg? Do you think like the Prime Minister of France is like?
Were you
"Let the
able to
men
get any
have weed"?
marijuana?
I won't answer that question.
Come on, it's an
I
international
won't
incident.
answer that question.
You were in Paris
I was.
last year.
Yep. For work.
And you obviously won't answer that question, but not answering that question answers the question. If you could not answer that question, Snoop surely could not answer that question.
Certainly did not bring enough for it to be conspicuous.
Yeah.
If I did bring any in, it was. Oh, I was fiending. I was like, oh. How do I do this?
He's just wearing Simone Biles shirts under his fucking tracksuit and showing off all his favorites.
He's wearing all kinds of ladies on his shirt.
He's just sporting everybody.
It looks like this one had another person on the outside layer that he like is taking off.
That's funny.
For the under, yeah. I want to be Snoop Dogg when I grow up.
He's at the Olympic pool.
Yeah, I don't know what you got. Hell no. I see real good without.
I don't need goggles.
We give it a try. Let's do it.
So funny.
Meanwhile, Wiz Khalifa's on his
Yeah, I don't know what you got. Hell no.
alien glasses.
Wiz Khalifa definitely.
He's on my list too. The smoking list.
Oh,
not the...
David Arbor, Wiz Khalifa.
No. Wiz Khalifa. If anybody has his connect, I'd love to get him into some of my cannabis events.
Yeah,
that would be really fun.
Yeah, didn't Puff Daddy try and kill him? I think he blew up Wiz Khalifa's car because I think he was seeing Cassie, Puff Daddy's ex-wife. I think there was something about that. I don't. What the fuck? Sorry, I see Snoop and a horse rider, and Snoop's like bouncing with the horse. This is like I haven't watched the Olympics.
Is that Kevin Hart?
Yeah, that's Kevin Hart.
He can't handle Snoop. Look at him. He can't handle Snoop at all. Snoop's like, I could see Snoop's getting his fashion tips from Martha. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a Martha fashion outfit right there.
Yeah.
Styled by Martha Stewart.
It's like Snoop, wherever Snoop goes, Snoop gets to be Snoop. Snoop is the world bends for Snoop. He isn't as gangster as he used to be.
No, but that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, I think
like, can you imagine 50 Cent like just out here like in little granny glasses and a blazer watching the Olympics, giggling his ass off? Like I
can imagine it actually.
I think that would be really great to watch.
I would watch that too.
It's just as fun as watching him, go be on Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Look at he's so happy. Oh my God, I need that pin.
That Olympic pin is money.
Incredible.
He's blowing the Olympic smoke
having
rings.
The best time ever. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, this is easily the highlight of the Olympics for me. I see everybody.
Is that fucking? Oh my God, it's Stabler. He was on my list.
Oh.
I watched Happy, and now he's off the list.
What's Happy?
You haven't seen Happy?
No, I don't know who Stabler
canceled.
is. Is this Christopher Maloney?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was Malone.
It might be Malone, Christopher Malone. I don't know.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Yeah, I don't watch whatever Stabler is, so I'm like, I don't.
Oh no, so that was Stabler is from Law and Order.
Law and Order, okay, yeah.
But he did like a show. I can't remember if it was on FX. It's on. I watched it on Netflix. I don't know what it's on now.
Yeah.
But it was a very, very raunchy, very violent show. It was goofy as hell. They had like a cartoon unicorn that was like his little buddy because he's slightly deranged.
I was recommended that, and I think I watched the first episode and fell asleep and never came back to it because I watch stuff late at night and I'll pass out if I'm dead tired.
You don't watch a lot of TV though. I'm like always watching TV.
Yeah, I try. I go to the movies that way. If I fall asleep, I'm in a nice, comfy, dark room, and I have to wake up. I see Iggy Jones in the chat. Iggy, what's up, brother? We gotta get you back in here soon. Iggy says,
Iggy, my biggie.
50 Cent is a cornball. He would 100% do that.
I think
totally
so too.
Do it. I think that'd be fun.
That would be really fun to watch.
Wait, we got some video layover setting up in here, Iggy. We'll get you on and watch some bullshit. We'll watch some Boom or Doom. Watch Big Justice with you, Iggy. Flock Blossoms, Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson do a show on Peacock covering the Olympics. That sounds interesting, actually.
That sounds interesting. Kenan needs to do more stuff again.
He did did you see his sitcom that came out?
No.
He had a sitcom maybe a year ago. I can't remember I think another Saturday Night Live guy played his brother, and he was a widower. I think he had lost his wife and he was raising his kids. It was like moderately serious, but also a comedy. I watched like one episode of it, and it was interesting. I probably should have kept watching it. I was never a huge fan of Kenan Thompson because he got cast as Fat Albert, and I felt like,
oh, you told me that, right?
Yeah.
That you were like, no, it's not him.
I was like, man, I was a big Fat Albert fan until Bill Cosby got outed, and then I was like, now I feel like I can't be a Fat Albert fan. I feel like that's kind of ruined it for me.
Hey.
Hey. Damn it. Now we're bringing up old shit and I'm crying a little bit.
Sorry.
Seth looks in the place to be starting beef. I guess Iggy Jones, who was on the Big Chillin last episode, him and his MVFL guys are a group of musicians here in Seattle. Very fun guys.
Very cool.
We did the last episode. They were in, and I think they looked at the camera and they said, "You," and the audience thought it might be them. So we hate you. And Seth Looks was like specifically thought that Iggy Jones was talking about hating him. And now Seth Looks, who is just a fan, he's never met these guys. I think he wants to fight Iggy Jones.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Are you, Madison? Do you want that smoke? Are you gonna?
Have you
right in this
ever
camera
known
right
me
here?
to turn down a smoke?
Oh no, not that type of smoke.
Oh,
I thought, are you trying to start fight with the
yeah,
fans?
let's fight.
Let's do a fan fight. Fan fight.
Mud wrestling?
Mud wrestling. Dude, I did mud wrestling in LA in front of Ron Jeremy. And I did not do well. I couldn't walk in the mud. I fell and almost broke my leg.
I've always wanted to try it.
It sucked. It was the crazy billionaire guy I worked for.
Oh,
He put a bunch of people in a mud pit, and it was weird. It was very weird. No other guy said I was cool, and Iggy said my name. Oh shit, that's true. Iggy called you out by name. Oh no, it's beef. It's beef on site. It's smash on site.
What'd you say? What'd you do?
I don't even remember because I was too busy just vibing. I was in the vibe.
There's chill vibes.
This it's so fucked up. I'm always very close to people who may be canceled.
I've noticed that you do have a trend for befriending canceled or up and coming canceled people. Like, why did you have to be friends with Cody Ko?
Well, I honestly, I never really liked him. I don't know why I never liked him. I just never watched his stuff.
Really?
But I do think that
didn't we meet him?
Did we? I don't remember. We might have. I don't remember this stuff.
There were so many people. Are we gonna do a VidCon ever again?
I'm probably not going to. I went last time. I got COVID.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I came
when you didn't come see me at all.
Yeah. You were so miffed, rightfully so. I was right in your neighborhood, and I got
BFFs. You come all the way out.
I was
35
stuck.
minutes from my house.
You don't realize I was down in the Airbnb and I was out. I was like shart the bed levels of sick. It was bad. It was very bad.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, it was. I was like, you were pissed. I was like, I'm telling you, this is not a good time for me to be doing anything. I am dying.
Nobody ever tells me if they're coming for VidCon. Like, there will be people that I met before that live in other parts of the country that'll come, and I'm like, hello? No, fine. Fuck all y'all. Chris Raygun though, and Barbara, and I haven't seen them in forever either. And we live not that far from each other.
Yeah, Barbara went back to Slovenia.
Yeah, I think it's Slovenia.
Shit, I'm so bad with everything, especially today. I got like 3.5 hours of sleep last night.
Oh no,
so
that was me the night before. I stayed up all night making a painting to bring for Amanda for her birthday.
Oh.
And then in a rush on my way to the airport, forgot it. So I got no sleep for nothing.
No,
I was so mad. ADHD ass.
Are you ready for some more cool stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me pop this little tootie back on. I gotta get everything's set up right. For some reason, we keep
finishing all my snacks.
You have no snacks, no drinks?
And my water.
You got a little water left. You better conserve. This is the end of the world as you know it. All right, holy shit, this is going to set people off.
Great.
Are you ready for this ad?
Ready.
Us MAGA Republicans banned abortion, but that's just the start.
That's just the start.
If Trump gets elected, we want the government involved in all aspects of your sex life.
What was their
Way
casting
more involved.
called?
Way.
Description.
They're MAGA guys.
What did they put in the cast? Because now that I'm always like applying for casting and shit, it makes me wonder, like, what did they write in the description? Like, we need you to be greasy, gross. Like, what?
These look like liberals playing MAGA guys.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I don't know if,
but like,
if I looked at these guys, I don't see any red hats. Are they really MAGA without red hats?
Okay.
But yeah, this casting call was fucking the worst blunt rotation.
Yeah.
Seth Looks just came through with a super chat. So when I saw the Fat Albert movie was set in the real world, modern day, I lost interest. It would have been so cool set in the stylized 70s world. Yeah, they could have made Fat Albert really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. It was a Fat Albert movie.
It was a part of the era that it was in, too. Because I think that's the same era we got, like, Cat in the Hat and Norbert. And
oh, God,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
Norbert? Why do you compare Norbert? Was Norbert a cartoon?
No. I just meant, well, no, because it's just the style of like comedy in that time period is very like.
I was like Fat Albert, Cat in the Hat, Norbert.
That's well, because that's when we had a lot of those like goofy spoof movies. I started trying to watch them again.
Am I thinking of a different movie? Was Norbert? Was that Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Eddie
Murphy. We played.
And was he playing
himself?
Was he playing a Eddie Murphy lookalike, or was that a different? Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. I don't know. Maybe I've never seen Norbert. It won't happen now. God damn it, Flocka. It's all because my guy Bill Cosby was a sicko. I hate when people I love are sickos.
I just found out about Danny Elfman, who did
the music.
Yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know. He assaulted somebody or something.
God damn it.
I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so sick of it. I can't take it anymore.
Look,
these fucking guys, they need to.
Madison, I think now would be a great time for us to just accept that people are going to be sick and we can still enjoy their music and their live streams. Like if they were hosting a big Chillin'
YouTube videos
and they were outed for being a real sick son of a bitch, it's okay now. From here on out, if anybody gets caught, it's okay. Especially me.
Don't cancel me.
All right, let's finish watching these sweaty MAGA men.
I can't wait.
More involved.
When you have sexual intercourse, it should be illegal to use contraception. No pills, no condoms.
Your genitals are reserved for procreation.
If you freeze 12 eggs, you should be required to have 12 babies, or else you're a serial killer. And I'm definitely not a serial killer.
Are you?
My son monitors my porn usage to make sure I'm not self-pleasuring.
Just like Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. That's true, you can look it up.
Don't you think that's normal?
Yeah, I do.
It's normal for your son to do that.
You should have a family member monitor your porn use too.
Because pleasuring yourself is very, very naughty.
I'm voting in November.
I'm voting in November.
We're all voting in November. Are you?
Because what happens in your bedroom is up to me.
Is up to me and my son. Also, mouth stuff is a sin.
That is so gross. That is so gross. Why is that so gross, Madison?
I didn't think it was going to get worse.
Yeah, no.
And that last little bit, just real like cherry on top.
They had to end it with a slurp.
Also,
ew.
Mouth stuff is bad.
Seth Looks makes a great point. I think Billy is thinking of Bowfinger. Yes, I was thinking of Bowfinger, not Norbert, another Eddie Murphy movie.
Eddie Murphy plays him like a slurry of himself in a couple movies, doesn't he? Like just a couple of versions of Eddie.
Yeah. Norbert. I don't think I've seen Norbert, but I have seen Bowfinger. Bowfinger's a great movie. Norbert
do you think
probably isn't.
That's a choice of comedy, or do you think that he's like, nobody could do these characters better than I can, so I have to do them all?
Well, he came from the Saturday Night Live era where you had to have like certain characters you could do to be on the the show, right?
I've been working on mine.
Oh, are you going to audition for SNL?
No.
I think you're supposed to have 5 original characters you do, and then 5 celebrity impressions when you audition. And then you're supposed to write like 3 jokes that would be for the Weekend Update. I've thought about auditioning for Saturday Night Live a few years ago. And I was like, it was pre-pandemic. I was thinking of going to maybe move to New York and become a Saturday Night Live boy. And because I'll tell you this, they like their little rap songs, and I think I could make some funny little rappers.
I think so.
So I was like, I'll go try out.
Still do it.
But yeah, that video was
wow,
icky.
Wow.
They were all wet, and then they
kept
slurped.
getting more moist. I think every take, they were just like a little. What was that? What was that about the sun?
Mike Johnson's son monitors his dad's porn, or his dad, Mike Johnson monitors does his son monitor his porn usage, or does he monitor his dad? It was fucking confusing.
Self-pleasuring. Can't do it. It's a sin.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Is that our timer? When we get to the end, we got to shut the fuck up?
No, I just figured I'd throw that back up. I'm out of videos. Now we're just going to chill. Big chillin' style.
Big chillin'.
I want to get through some videos. I want to test out the audio video stuff tonight. I'm going to probably have to make some more different layouts, but Corsets and Curls says SNL missed out. What a shame. I know. I could have been old 2019's Chris Farley fat guy. SNL always has like the fat guy on the show. Ever since Chris Farley, like Bobby Monahan, they always have I could have been the new fat guy.
Yeah, what the hell?
I could have been.
But
I could have been
Bobby's
somebody.
Still on there.
Is he still on?
I don't know.
I thought
Him
he comes
and
on.
Keenan have been on there for.
Yeah, I don't think Bobby Monahan
20
is
years.
a regular. I think he might guest, but I could be wrong.
Did he ever become a starring? Was he always a guest?
Bobby Monahan was
star?
definitely starring.
Was
he
he?
had to have been for a couple years at least.
I thought he was like a featured.
I
or something
don't
for
follow
a lot of. I don't know.
I don't follow well enough to know.
I don't either.
I know Keenan's been around forever. Forever. They both do. It's a weird app they use where they both can view their porn history.
What?
It's like a Republican Christian watchdog porn app. Come on.
That's like the girls getting fake married to their dad for abstinence.
Oh, that's gross.
Like that's like that. It's like that. Like, why are you involving your children in your?
Yeah. That was.
Why are we talking about
that whole child sex ring thing? You know, the what are they called? Purity rings?
Yeah, the purity ring. Where your dad gives you a ring.
Yeah, that's some
and
weird.
You get like dad married.
That was like the Jonas Brothers were pushing that, weren't they?
They still do it.
That is so weird.
The Jonas Brothers were, and Taylor Swift, I think.
Oh.
Way back.
That they have the daddy-daughter like promisings. Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, like a fake wedding. You like get fake married to your dad but also I think you're getting married to Christ.
Yeah, you're marrying Christ through your father or something. You're promising yourself to your dad until Christ allows you to be with a man
to procreate.
It's fucking weird
after marriage.
It's
and mouth stuff.
I would rather have my kid at a library having a drag queen read them a book
100%
than have them being like forced into this ideology that they have to do anything for like a vow to their father. That's weird. Here's what you should do. You should love and respect your father because your father takes care of you and is a good man. Anything beyond that is gross.
They're being celibate for your father.
Gross.
That's weird.
Gross.
But it's only girls too.
Yeah.
They don't have boys marry their father to be celibate.
Why don't they have boys in child sex rings?
Oh,
I should not call they're purity rings, right? I should stop calling them child sex rings.
Yeah, you should not call it a child sex ring.
Purity ring.
Pizzagate.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's not what I meant. Purity.
That's our government.
Purity rings.
Hollywood.
Yeah, we need
Burbank Airport.
We need no more purity rings, is what I'm saying.
Right.
We don't need the other ones either.
And we don't need the app where your son and you take turns monitoring each other's porn usage.
That's not a Christian thing.
So bizarre.
That's a pervert thing.
That's weird.
That's not a conservative thing. Like, I'm going to have
Do you
the
think
app.
they like beat off to the idea of the control?
They have to.
That's what it is. They're not masturbating to porn. They're masturbating to the sense of control over the other person.
This is some sicko stuff. This is basically what you're doing is you're sharing porn with your dad. Which
because if you do watch porn, it's like maybe it's like a hey, I watched this one because it was pretty
that's
good.
the only reason to have it. Like,
and then he's like, oh, I saw he watched this. Must be good.
Yeah. Oh, why are you on page 5 of Chicks with Dicks? Why are you on page 5? Search porn on Chicks with Dicks.
You just gotta give it a try. Just give it a go.
I think my dad was kind of he had a bit of a sicko mind, but it wasn't like abusive, but he was a bit of a perv. And I remember when I was young, I found a porn tape in a garbage can. It was a really awesome tape. I swear there was a video of Gene Wilder getting a blowjob. I was like 12 years old, and I found this VHS tape in a garbage can, and it was unlabeled. I brought it home, put it in the VCR because I'm like, this could be anything. This could be a fucking cool movie. And it was like 6 hours of like really good porn. And I swear one of the clips was Gene Wilder getting a blowjob in like a very cinematic scene. Like I thought it was from a movie because I was a 12-year-old kid. I was like, oh, this is crazy. They do movies like this.
Yeah.
But I think it was probably everybody says I'm crazy because the video eventually I found it. My dad saw I had it. I was like, I found it in a garbage can. He's like, oh, this is good porn. I'm going to keep this. My mom like labeled it.
Did you inherit it? Did you get it back?
Well, one day I thought it'd be funny to take the tape to the local teen center and play it in the fucking video viewing room. I was like 15. And I thought it'd be a funny gag, and they found it and they took it away. And then my dad was like, where the hell's my tape? I was like, oh, it got taken away at the teen center. And he rushes to the teen center. He's like, where's the goddamn porn tape? And the guy at the teen center, sir, I threw that away. And my dad was like, bullshit, you don't throw porn like that away. And I'm thinking, I found it in a garbage can. So somebody did throw it away at one point, right?
Oh.
Right? But my dad was pissed I lost that tape. And I'm pissed too because
now you can't prove that you saw Gene Wilder get a blowjob.
Everybody thinks I'm making that up.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was 12, right? So maybe I just was a guy who looked like Gene Wilder, but it was a very high production video in like 6 hours of like cut together. Somebody like put this tape together. They put some love into this damn thing. How it got thrown away, I don't know. But yeah, my dad was a porn guy. He used to smoke a lot of crack. And I would walk in and he'd be up at like 4 a.m. smoking crack, looking at porn. And I have very soft feet. I snuck up on him and I looked over my shoulder and my dad's like scrolling down a bunch of pictures. And all of a sudden there's this chick with a huge dick. I'm like, Dad, what are you watching? And I was fucking with him. But at the time they would do these web pages where it'd be a beautiful woman and it'd be like 12, 15 pictures because the videos were like hard to get a hold of at the time because 56K modem. And it was like a trap. I think that might be where the term trap, probably not. The term trap probably came from, the actual being with a woman and then finding out she has a nice penis. But my dad would scroll and I caught him doing that one time. And that's just the type of guy he was, though. He's like, whatever. Shoot, I wasn't looking for it. But he would always say he'd always say some perverted stuff when my friends were around. He'd be like, what would he say? He was trying to tell me and my buddy about love. He was like, when you love somebody, you just do things for them. Like normally I wouldn't want a candle in my ass. I'm like, what? And I was like, Dad, no. And he's like,
when
no.
you love somebody.
Yeah. And he was like,
put a candle in your ass.
I was like, why would you do that, Dad? He's like, we were playing with wax. And I'm like, why didn't you stop it from happening? He's like, I was handcuffed. And I'm like,
the details.
Me and my friend were just laughing our ass off. And he would tell us these things. And it was like, he was trying to be like, Leave It to Beaver father, like trying to be like wholesome, but like he was also fucking twisted. That's the world. That's kind of is the world. Most people are closet perverts, and the more someone is secretive about it, the worse their perversions tend to be, I think.
Yeah.
So I kind of respected him for that. I kind of respected him. Everybody in the chats, of course, Curl says, my dad is a perv too. I think many are. It's okay. I think, look, dads are going to be pervs. That's probably why your mom made you with them, right? Like, why would moms not want to be with somebody who enjoyed a little perversion? It's fun.
I'm a mom, so
that's true. Never mind, Madison.
I'm gonna put out my private information out there like that.
Yeah. Oops. I told you would get canceled by the end of this episode.
All right. It's fair.
Horrible. Drake Drags asked Billy, who are you backing in the Luke Mint Salad art competition? Obviously, Mint Salad. There's a big art competition tonight on Drunken Peasants.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there.
Ben's still running that, right?
Yeah, Ben's doing the show.
Cool.
With,
Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm on until next Tuesday, maybe. So it'll be after you've left Seattle. Jack shit in the place to be. How you doing, Jack? Shiznix, my dad always says that it's got a Jello. It's got a Jello because pudding don't. That's got to be Jello because pudding don't shake like that. It's a butt thing, I think. I don't know. What does that mean?
Well, what's that in reference to?
I'm not sure. I think it's just about having like perv dads.
Oh.
The tape went on to the next person. A tape like that can only be held on so long. That's true, Seth Looks. I like to think that tape went and circulated until VCRs ceased to exist.
Hey, I still have a VCR.
What do you use it for? Disney films? Clamshell Disney movies?
I did, and then my ex made me get rid of all of my Disney VHSs.
Oh.
I had like childhood collection, like a whole slew, like box of them.
Did you sell them?
Ton of it. No. He just dropped it off at a Goodwill.
Were they in the boxes?
Yeah.
See, they're worth money in the clamshells. Boo.
Boo. Yeah,
Boo.
I was pretty bummed. That was years ago. We were moving, and he was like, I don't even know why you have these. You need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
He's like, everything's on digital now.
Everything is on digital, but at least sell them. I know for a while they were worth some money. I don't know if they still are.
I was finding them in Goodwills for like $1.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, he was like, they're not worth having. They're not worth anything.
You ever seen The Emperor's New Groove?
Have I ever seen one of my favorite films?
Yeah,
yes.
I haven't seen it, but I was doing laundry. I was doing laundry today, and my roommates, Stevie, Joe's daughter, and Stevie were watching the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh my God.
Stevie was like, "You've seen this before?" I was like, "I haven't." And
I can't. I'm like, did I not know that? Like, I know. I remember you didn't watch SpongeBob.
Yeah,
I remember that, and then I made you watch some SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But genuinely, Emperor's New Groove is like one of my favorite movies. It's a comfort movie.
Yeah, Stevie was saying it was one of the best Disney movies, and she was like, "You need to watch it." So I left the house today, and I was thinking about it. And then when we were setting up, you caught that David Spade was on my YouTube recommendeds, and I knew he was in it. So that's why I bring it up now.
My acting teacher doesn't like him.
He doesn't like David Spade.
She's like the weirdest. My boyfriend and I are always joking about every time we see something with David Spade, we're like, don't tell Sherry. She's going to be mad. She thinks he's not funny.
Uh-oh.
He got famous on accident. He's just
he didn't get famous on accident. His dad owned a comedy club in, I think, Arizona. So he was like born into the comedy scene.
Yeah.
When all these comedians would come through there, he was like maybe the Pauly Shore of Arizona. I don't know.
I like him.
Pauly Shore?
No.
Or David Spade.
Have you seen? Not seen.
Have you seen his penis?
No.
Supposedly he's got a big wiener.
You know, I feel like short, skinny guys usually do.
Fuck you. I mean, what?
That's why all these girls want short kings now. They realize.
They want him until Cody Ko gets tamanjanued. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
David Spade and Dana Carvey's podcast is really fun.
I haven't watched it yet, but I really like Dana Carvey.
I love Dana Carvey.
Yeah, I think Dana Carvey is a fantastic comedian, human. I love all of the stuff he's done. I really think Master of Disguise is a great
I
film.
love that movie. I
Didn't do
tried
too
to
well.
show it to Mark, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's-
And I was like, "I can't." Is it because it's just a product of its time? Like, did you have to be a fan of it when it happened? Because I
Maybe.
remember distinctly loving that movie when it came out. My best friend and I, we both like, and we didn't even watch it at the same time. Like, we
Yeah.
didn't even know each other when it came out. And we both are just absolutely in love with it. I think it's so funny and it is so dumb. It is the dumbest, dumb humor, dumb humor. But it is, mwah, I thought it was art, and
Yeah.
he did not. He was like, "This is fucking."
I haven't watched it in a long time. So
Probably not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
turtle. And then was it Gammy Num Nums?
Yeah.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, me num nums. Like,
I use Gammy Num Nums in conversation probably like once every 6 months.
he says,
It's funny.
"Little wiener and some tiny nuts."
Maybe it does suck, but I loved it. I don't care.
This is what you're doing.
This is what I want.
This is what I want you to do. I don't know why. I love it so much. It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe it is a product of its time. Maybe you had to be there, but I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it'll always have a place in my heart. And Dana Carvey as Garth.
Oh my God. I was Wayne a couple of Halloweens ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my comfort movies too, actually. Is Wayne's World.
What
Wayne's
about
World, Little Nicky, Emperor's New Groove,
Okay.
El Dorado, Road to El Dorado.
I haven't
always
seen
thought
that
that
either.
was a Disney movie, but I guess it's not.
Did the guys from Disney make it and go to a different?
It's possible.
Yeah, they
It's
might have went to a
super
different company.
possible. Yeah.
Disney will have like an exodus of talent every once in a while because they don't want to pay them what they're worth, and then that's where we see Don Bluth go and make like
Anastasia.
yeah, and All
yeah.
Dogs Go to Heaven. I think he was behind that,
Oh God, that was a good one.
and I think he did Five Goes West. I don't think that's Disney, is it?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think so.
Maybe it is Disney.
It might be.
never
I think
know.
it's Fox, and then
Okay.
Fox is now owned by Disney.
Yeah,
So it's all
back home
that
now.
tribute at the end of
Something unpredictable,
yeah.
but in the end,
Oh
it's
my God.
right.
I was crying.
You
Because
cried.
it was my childhood, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I always watched the original X-Men movies, those 3 movies. I think I watched the first 2 on repeat with my stepdad. So
Yeah.
those were my superheroes. And I remember when Iron Man came out, like I always went and saw those movies too, and I absolutely loved them. But my original superhero movies was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man
Yeah.
and those X-Men movies. And so the same way that when Toby came back to the MCU, like I cried when I
Yeah.
saw him too, because oh my God, I know there's so many Batmans now, but
Did you
Chris-
cry? Did you
Christopher-
cry at Flash? Did you cry at Flash?
no, the CGI was so bad. Those people didn't even come back. What was that? That was
Yeah.
so
Yeah, Flash was
that was
rough.
such a bad movie. DC really just repeatedly drops the ball. They
Yeah.
really do. And I feel like they had such a good, I mean, it was like this, like Dark Knight was like top.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, it was just like,
Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, and then Batman Begins.
mhm.
I think Dark Knight Rises was really good. People say that Dark Knight was better. We had
I really like Dark Knight Rises too.
yeah. I think it was just a very
All
solid
3 of
trilogy.
them, I loved them.
Nolan had its faults. Some of the fight scenes, they're not great, but the story is great.
Yeah,
Like,
the acting is good.
like
The
if-
world building is good.
If you catch a couple glimpses of Batman throwing a punch that doesn't connect and the guy like still flies, who cares?
That's stunt work though.
Yeah.
That's stunt work. Like you have to be real. I've been getting into stunt work for the first time. And I've always wanted to, but I haven't before. And I got hurt real bad.
In stunt
2
work?
months ago.
Huh?
My thumb got pulled backward.
That fucking
And
sucks.
I have not fully healed from it. I haven't fully recovered from it.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah, stunt work
It's hard.
is you gotta
'Cause you gotta
learn how
get
to
right here and you gotta throw your head back or you're fucked. So
Yeah.
like but the other actor has to know too. You gotta, when do you stop and how do you
yeah.
that's certainly not something I perfected. I'm very new at all of it, but just learning like where to, and it's also the camera guy's responsibility too to make sure that
Yeah.
you've got an angle that when the punch goes this way past your
Yep.
face that nobody's aware of it. But that is stunt work though. Like that's just the reality of
I was a pro wrestling boy, so like when I went to train to do wrestling, we had to learn how to like connect with everything, you know, and to take a punch. And there was times where I had like a 6'2" man kick me directly in the face, and I didn't pull, and he didn't pull, and I got my teeth kicked in. I had to pull my lower lip out of my teeth, like wedged in between my teeth. I had to, like pull it out. It was like bad. I was eating blood for a week, and it was like that's gonna happen a lot in wrestling because you just connect. You know, you get rough and shit happens.
Yeah.
But in a movie, there's even more leeway, and it's still tough. When you're taking these big bumps in wrestling, you're doing it in a movie. You're getting fucking car accidents. They try and protect you as much as you can.
Yeah.
But it's
and that's
risky.
why they have stunt actors too.
Yeah.
Because on my shoot day, I was injured, and it was like we delayed 45 minutes, and that was with me going, "Oh fucking Christ, okay, let's go." And I was miserable, and I had to just kind of push through and continue because we had to stop the middle of the fight scene. So not only did I have to get back to work, I had to get back to doing the choreographed stunt scene that had just injured me. And so it's now I know like why most actors don't. Because if I had been really, really hurt, the production would have been fucked.
Yeah.
It would have been done.
Yeah, that's why they won't let a lot of guys do their own stunts.
Yeah.
Some guys insist on it. Like I think Tom Cruise. But if
I'd like to do simple stunts. Like that's fun. But if you're going to risk my injury ruining the whole film or show or what have you, then let the professionals do their job.
It's cool to get a good shot that you wouldn't be able to get if it was a stunt actor doing the thing. If you have the actor actually really getting in there and risking it, that's kind of cool. Like you see them driving cars and like hitting that jump off of a cliff, and
it's actually that.
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because it was what movie was it? The new Tom Cruise one,
Mission Impossible, or something else?
The airplane one.
What the fuck is it? Womp womp. I don't know what it is. Tom Cruise in an airplane?
Tom Cruise in an airplane.
I feel like one of our audience members should know this.
Air Bud.
Air Bud? He was an Air Bud?
No. And Miles Teller, remember?
Oh, is it the fire? Oh, shit. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
So they actually learned how to fly those planes.
Yeah.
And I just kept thinking, like, this man is an actor.
Yeah.
Like an actor.
Yeah.
He's not like this badass military guy that gets to fly a plane and like learn how to fly. He's a fucking actor. And like he has obviously decades of experience and training. But aside from that, what's the difference? Like you're telling me I could just be trained and go stuck in a giant jet? That sounds fucking
You have
awesome.
to go through
A lot of training.
You have to go through a lot of conditioning.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell was in that as well. And I think he did another movie where he was a flyer too, because he learned how to do that. They hired him on for that.
Yeah, you put that shit on your resume, get hired.
Yeah.
Of course.
Glenn Powell is like the new it guy. He's he's great. Did you see Twisters, or are you waiting until you can see it?
No, I want to see it, and I want to see it in 40X. I really do. I'll pay for a Regal. No, my boyfriend was just telling me that he was really selective on his roles. That he turned down actually a bunch of really big stuff for a minute because he was like, I don't want to be known as that guy. I want to be a movie star guy. I don't want that.
Yeah.
And so he turned down roles that like I can't imagine. Like, you could turn stuff like that down. Like,
well, it's smart because you then
he did it though. He was calculated. He did it.
I think that's a really good move for some people. That's how a lot of people get their they get this resume where they're like they only do like hits, you know.
Yeah.
And that's pretty smart. You don't want them to, you don't like if you're a Glenn Powell type and you want to be a leading man, you don't want to do anything where you're somebody's buddy, you know?
Right.
You don't want to be Tom Cruise's buddy. You'd rather be Tom Cruise's enemy.
True. Yeah,
he was the enemy. Was he the enemy?
Yeah, he was like a dick or something.
He was a dick. I don't remember. I like the movie. I like the movie. I just don't remember
it. Was fun. I liked it.
What was Nick Cage in recently? Did you see
Longlegs?
Did you see Longlegs?
I haven't. I really want to.
It's creepy.
I was between Longlegs and Oddity the other night, and I picked Oddity because they're only in theaters. I think probably not that much longer.
I don't think I've seen Oddity.
But if you're a horror movie fan, it was good. It was okay. It was good. There really hasn't been a lot of good horror. Horror's been really lacking.
You should watch Long Legs and say that.
Yeah.
You may or may not like it. I've seen
heard
some
mixed
people say,
things.
yeah, I've heard some people say
have
bad.
said they're like, they walk out of it and they're like, whoa. And then some people walk out of it like, it's.
Yeah.
But I also tend to form my own opinion regardless. I like to go to. I'm a follower. I like to go with an open mind. I try not to watch too many trailers these days, which is funny because I used to be the opposite. I used to want to see like every trailer. Like I don't want to watch the movie unless I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
But I've had some really interesting watches recently by doing it that way. Although it did set up, I think, for the occasional disappointment, like with oh God, what was it? Insidious: The Red Door. I think it was like a year or two ago, something like that.
Yeah,
and I was so excited because I loved the first, I think, 2 Insidious movies.
I've heard good things about them.
Was it Sam Raimi that directed?
Was
the
it
first 2?
I didn't.
I don't know. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But it was some big guy directed the first 2, and then after that didn't anymore. And you could tell the quality, like it wasn't as good. But what I didn't know, because I heard Insidious and I said, sold. Okay. I didn't watch the trailer. I just went. Patrick
Star from SpongeBob?
Yes. Patrick.
Patrick.
Fuck.
Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was his directorial debut. And I didn't know that. I feel so bad. I was so let down.
Damn.
It was such a, I don't know if anybody in the chat saw the Insidious Red Door movie, but I should have watched the trailer because it's one of those things, like it was just so that, like, if I had watched the trailer I would have known. And I went and I watched the trailer after I saw it to be like, okay, what happened? Like, what's going on? Why were so many people so excited about this? And I realized it's because they used majority of clips from the first 2 movies
for the trailer.
Oh. They were baiting people. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Trailers are fucked up these days.
They're bad. They tell you the whole movie.
They either tell you the whole movie or they completely lie to you.
Yeah. I'm
fucked up.
fine with missing the trailers before I go to movies now.
Yeah.
I mean, I always did it because I'm always late for everything. But now I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we used to go to the movies and I'd meet you there and like you'd show up about 5 minutes into the film.
Yeah. It still happens now.
Yeah.
It's never gonna.
The first 5 minutes of a movie
I
are
want to
bullshit
have
anyways.
it written in my will to make me late to my funeral. Like I need it in writing somewhere. Cause that shit is so funny.
It's not gonna work. Everybody else will be late.
Yeah. I need the hearse to be late. And I need them when they get in, be like, she's here. She was stuck in traffic.
They will.
The parking was horrible.
They will refer to you as the late Madison DeCambra.
The late Madison DeCambra was sitting in traffic.
That at least will happen, I think.
Or if I change my name.
Oh yeah.
And whatever that one is. I can't spoil my new name though.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
I
not
was
ready
trying to make a joke that would work with the late something, and then all I could think of was term abortion. And I don't want to make that joke. I don't. That's not a good joke to make.
No, there's a political platform video we just watched about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to make that joke tonight.
It's bad timing. Mouth stuff is bad too.
That makes me like, that's gross. That was icky, but it's very.
I want to see. I really want to see the casting call. How many of those guys actually just look like that? Like, do you think? I mean, how much of it do you think was like extra?
I think they had like a on-set sweat coordinator.
The sweat had to have been fake. Well, maybe it depends on how hot maybe they just had him like stand in a sauna for like a few minutes.
You think they just gave them a couple minutes of the hell that the MAGA people think we're all going to for being cool kids?
Yeah. For being cool kids?
Yeah. we're gonna go to hell for being cool kids? That's not fair.
Well,
that's not fair.
Hell's where all the cool people are. So.
Right? If I go to heaven and I can't get a legal cable, send me to hell. I love downloading movies.
I just want to watch movies, yeah.
I just love downloading movies, okay?
Hell would be like you have only like one DVD to watch for all. Like you're in an empty room with a television
and
set,
it's the worst Air Bud.
One DVD. Oh my God. My grandfather, this last month when I went and visited him, turned on some level of equivalent of Air Bud. It was like the dog that saves summer, like something along those lines. You would have thought it was a fucking masterpiece, according to him. It was the best thing ever because he turned it on. He watched it with Evelyn, but he would have watched it on his own, by the way. He was watching it alone before we came into the room. He was watching it. And I listened to him for days after. Tell anyone that would listen about this amazing dog movie. So funny. It's so great. And I was just like, did we watch the same film, Papa? He's so enamored with this Dog That Saved Summer movie. And
that's so funny.
I want to be like that.
That's
I hope
so
I can
funny.
be like that, where I really enjoy an Air Bud film to that
One
degree.
day. Air Bud, Top Gun.
Air Bud gun.
Top Gun,
Flying
Airborne.
buddies.
Airborne, Air Bud, Top Gun. Air Bud flies the plane.
I don't think you're allowed to say airborne anymore.
Why not?
After
COVID?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's illegal
Interesting.
now. It's like frowned upon.
Interesting.
Can't say the word airborne.
Madison, I think we've big chilled.
I think we have
I think we
chilled.
did a whole big chilling episode.
We did. I feel like I'm so tame for your audience.
we didn't
so
say
sorry.
We didn't say anything too fucked up. I think
I have to say the N-word now, I think, to really
hold on, let me get the camera.
Have it take off in the way that we need it to. Nancy.
Don't do it. Nancy Reagan? Have you heard about Nancy Reagan?
I haven't.
Okay, Nancy Reagan supposedly was the biggest suck whore of Hollywood.
Wait, no, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I feel like
Nancy Reagan was all about the
headphones caught on the
BJs.
chair.
Hey,
I
Movie Man
heard
Mark. Right, why do I got to bring this up when Movie Man Mark quotes Evelyn in the chat?
What?
Evelyn says, "You are the best." And that was right when I brought up good times. Everybody's having a great time. Wonderful night.
That's our show.
Good to see you, Movie Man Mark, in the chat.
That's my man.
Yeah. I'm
We make
be honest.
videos together.
Be honest with you guys, if you want to check out Movie Man Mark and Madison's videos together, you want to check out Madison on Instagram.
We have very different brands.
Where are your platforms to recommend, Madison?
Well, I'm the most probably on Instagram. I would like that to change someday. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of Instagram. But you can mostly find me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I just quit Threads. I said fuck Threads. I'm done with it.
Yeah, Threads never popped for me.
It wasn't bad for a minute, and then people are meaner to me on Threads than I've ever. Weird shit, man. Like I'll say, like, I like apples instead of oranges, and people are like, "You're a fucking piece of shit, you stupid apple eater." And I don't understand why.
I have a theory.
Okay,
Can I give you my theory?
Is it because people are awful?
No, people are awful. But these people weren't awful enough to survive the awful people on Twitter.
Yeah.
So now that they have their own platform and they haven't been completely shunned off of Twitter, they don't know what it's like to have the power to be awful. So they're just fucking awful because they don't have somebody more awful than them to slap them down.
Yeah.
On Twitter, you go to Twitter and you're just fucking awful.
Well, yeah. And then OnlyFans girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single thread is either someone else replying with a different meme video or an OnlyFans girl. Every single Twitter. I love it.
Yeah, I never got into Threads. I wanted to. I wanted it to be cool. There's all these things that aren't Twitter that came up because, Twitter got really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Twitter got
I was
really
finding
weird.
filmmaking people on there for a minute. I don't know if maybe I just need to I just shouldn't talk to people at all on there. That's probably it.
I'm a firm believer that you don't want to talk to anybody ever. And if somebody worth talking to is out there, they'll find you and they'll find you no matter what it takes.
Oh, I like that.
So I just hide in my room in the dark and I cry until somebody says, "Hey, stop crying, little Billy. We've been looking for you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Thank you." And then nothing could go wrong.
So speaking of little Billy, so my OnlyFans is active. If you're,
for the little Billies out there.
Little Billies out there.
Are we about to get canceled?
But yes, but Mark, my boyfriend, movie man Mark, he makes a completely different bracket of content for G and PG type of audiences.
Yeah.
Which is very opposite. I don't know how we ended up together with.
I think I've watched a couple of videos where you were Princess Peach and he was Mario.
Yeah.
Super Mario.
Mario. We've done a ton of different characters.
Yeah.
I was Peppa Pig.
Oh.
I was Blue from Blue's Clues. I was Sylvester. That's when I got hurt.
Okay.
I do the work. I'm in the mascot suits and everything.
Okay.
Harley Quinn. That one's fun. I like playing Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn seems to lose a lot. I don't know how that happened.
When I did my Feels Batman video, I wanted you to play Harley Quinn in it way back in the day.
Yeah.
But
none of your friends like me.
Yeah. Instead, I chose Onision over you.
He's done that a few times.
Isn't that fucked up?
What have I ever done to you?
Nothing. It was just,
This is our good friend Greg.
Yeah.
I'm a banana.
I'm a banana.
I'm a banana.
Oh my goodness.
Look at me.
Well, I don't know the song.
I don't either.
I don't think I ever
say "Look at me move."
I don't know.
He said, "Look at me move," and he goes, "Yeah."
I think I've maybe seen it once. I'm
really?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not. It's not my brand.
18-year-old Madison seeing him and being like, "I'm such a huge fan of yours. Please put me in a video."
Oh, just make sure Billy don't you see that comment because he gets all butthurt. You know what, Commander 47? I don't even know what comment I'm not seeing, but I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
I'm also pissed.
I'm so pissed. Everybody in the chat is saying Trump 2024. We'll see about that. It's gonna be Trump versus Kamala. We'll see what happens.
I'm really excited for the first official debate. Because I've been out. I didn't give a fuck. I've been out. I said, fuck it. Old white man. Either way. Whatever. I didn't care for either their
the
policies.
Trump-Biden debate.
They argued about what? Golf?
Well, I actually think that would have been great to watch them golf.
Productive in any way? It just didn't. So I've been checked out.
I think they should.
Now I'm curious.
I think they should have golfed.
Now I'm interested because I want to hear what they actually have to say for the first time.
Yeah, Kamala Trump debate will be interesting. The Biden Trump debate was actually sad. And I think it's the reason that Biden dropped out.
I think, yeah.
So
everything I heard about it was depressing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, great. We're fucked no matter what we do, right? Like
yeah. Well, now it's going to be a fight. We're going to have because everything that Trump was saying about Biden, it's flipped now.
Right.
Kamala is the younger, more, aware version of the two. So it's going to be interesting. But Mr. Pickles says Teflon Don. And to be fair, he did have a bullet bounce off his ear. So
Teflon Don, is that his new
he's always kind of gone by Teflon Don because he evaded a few big cases before. Did you know though
that if you take
Teflon,
if you take like a metal fork or a spatula to Teflon, it just scrapes right off, guys.
Yeah.
That's a really bad you don't want to do that.
And Kamala actually loosely translates to fork. Trump's forked. 2020 forked.
2020 forked.
Nah, we'll see what happens. There's a whole wonderful future ahead of us.
No matter what happens, this is still America.
Exactly.
So either way, we're fucked.
We're all gonna have to pay exorbitant amounts of rent, no matter who gets elected.
United States of Amazon.
I would be okay if I could, instead of voting, I could just subscribe to Amazon Prime and get the same benefits that a voter would get.
They have medical care.
What?
Yeah, they have medical care on Amazon now.
Interesting.
If you go on the Amazon app, you can actually you can get your prescription medication from Amazon as well as meet with a provider.
Mr. Pickles says bunch of haters. We've been particularly fair to you, Mr. Pickles.
Honestly, I'm not anti-Trump either.
Did we hate on Trump?
No, I feel like we were really
I think
chill.
Mr. Pickles is a snowflake.
Big chillin'.
We're big chillin', Mr. Pickles.
Super
Don't be
chill.
a snowflake.
I'm not anti-Trump. I'm just not pro-Trump either. I'm anti-government. I'm anarchist.
Yeah, I think both sides are failing America.
All of the powers of be are failing America.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck who's president as long as I can rent a place and pay for my groceries.
I think
my utility bill isn't $1 million and everybody can fucking go out again and do things because they're talking the economy is falling because nobody goes out and spends money. We don't have money to spend.
Yeah.
Fix that.
Give us
And
some
let's not-
cash.
No more homeless people that are taking over the street. And I don't mean like they're taking over the street, but like literally their encampments are it's so bad. I feel so horrible for these people.
I've been seeing
whatever fixes that, whoever in power fixes that, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
the
it.
fix is going to
No
be.
one
It's
gives
going
a
to get
shit
weird.
about the people. So I'm very curious to see what Kamala, is it Kamala or Kamala? Kamala.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what she has to say. 'cause
Kamala Harris.
Who knows? But whoever actually makes me feel like they give a shit about me is who I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah.
I don't care who's
Very interestingly, recently, where I would maybe see homeless encampments, I've been seeing little taco tents pop up, and people are selling tacos out of tents now.
That's awesome.
That's pretty
That
sweet.
is the best tacos I've ever had in my. I don't know about
Taco
Seattle.
tents are pretty
Seattle might
sweet.
be a little
Yeah,
wonky
that's
for
true.
something like
That's
that.
true.
But if you ever go to LA, hands down, the best taco you will eat is from a street vendor on the sidewalk. Every time, every single time. I've gone to restaurants, like fancy restaurants even, and been like, wow, yeah, this is good. But you go to the street vendors on the sidewalk, sometimes they don't even have a tent over them. They're just a table, and they bring out like a meat spit that spins over a smoker all day.
I saw those in
And it is
Anaheim too. They look cracking.
so good every time.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Smokey of Stormwind says Billy has hated on Trump, but he knows now it's inevitable Trump will win. I don't believe that.
I don't think it's
going to be
inevitable anymore.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very
I
interesting
think it's
with Kamala.
50-50 right now.
I think Kamala might even have favor. Honestly,
Really?
I think she's fresh. You know.
Yeah.
We've been through Trump. We've been through Biden. She can be shiny and new.
Yeah.
And that might
That's what we
interest people.
need. I feel like is a little bit of
Everything was getting stale unless you're a Trump truist, like a lot of Trump fans are.
Yeah.
I think you might take a look at Kamala. We'll see. And it doesn't really matter to me either way. I think any fucking presidential candidate is bought and paid for. And if you get behind one as them being your savior, you might be a little goofy yourself. Who knows? But that being said, guys, this has been Big Chillin'. Madison DeCambra, thank you for hanging tonight.
I'm not listening. Sorry.
Whatever. I'm not talking to you anyways. Talking to the other Madison.
Thank you so much for this was really fun. It gave a really good excuse for us to just bullshit about nothing for the first time in forever.
This was a very opinionated political discourse. Okay.
Fuck you.
All right, guys. This is the last time Madison DeCambra will ever be on Big Chillin'.
I love you so much. I'm so happy to be here. This was really fun. I specifically asked. I was like, "Can we do an episode?" I'm just like,
yeah, you've been in Seattle for less than 24 hours.
Yeah, I flew in yesterday.
Yeah, so I had to get you in.
I needed to see my best friend Billy the Fridge. It's been
the coolest,
way too long.
The coolest person you know.
You don't visit me when you come to town. It's
I don't.
Fine.
I don't. I did one time.
Yeah. When I first moved to LA, I think I was like a month into living there, and you visited.
Was
me,
it a
and
month?
Not a single time since.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not that high on the list anymore.
When I go to LA,
been too long.
When I go to LA, I don't have like terrible open windows of time, so I kind of get sucked into what I'm there for, my business. So I don't have a lot of play time, but I definitely am happy that we.
I know, because when I come here, it's for playtime. Like when I come here, it's just to fuck around and see my family and like my friends and people that I miss. And when you go to LA, you're just working.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I was in Paris. Just don't have time to do nothing.
It's not that I hate you.
Sure. Tell it to the camera. I just don't believe you.
We got to get a lie detector in here. That'd be pretty fun.
That actually would be fun.
All right. One more
Thank
time.
you.
Madison DeCambra.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
You guys, you've been watching Big Chillin'. Check me out at Billy the Fridge on all platforms. Madison DeCambra was tonight's guest. Find her everywhere. Remember, we're going to be back again soon. Send all your comments in the comments. Let us know how we can improve. Anything going bad, anything going good. Your words mean something to me. They really do.